Hello, boys and girls.
Hello, all.
Good afternoon or whatever.
The bounce is back.
Apparently,
Yes.
we're supposed to be saying that. You guys are so predictable. God. Anyway,
How's your week been?
Man, let me discuss one or two things with you guys. I realized that the way the country is going, this soft life I'm about to achieve, is like I should go for medium. You get hard, medium, soft, because the way things are, living a soft life is going to cost a lot.
Do you know what I think you should think of yourself as? Think of yourself as a baguette.
As a who?
As a baguette, the bread.
Jolla, sorry?
Very hard on the outside.
Have you started taking?
But the inside
Let me tell you what,
soft.
is this area here that I noticed that you've been on drugs. No, I knew it. Once I saw her, I said, this girl has started taking
you know
light.
what I mean.
I don't.
You will be hard on the outside because of Nigeria.
Baguette sounds soft on the inside.
Yeah.
No, really.
Yeah. They have elements of softness.
In the very middle.
Maybe a croissant.
What? A croissant is not hard on the outside. What kind of croissant? Where do you eat?
But it's not soft. But
this is how I know that you've been going to all these
croissant.
All these Mama Wale bakery.
But it's not as soft as it is on the inside, on the outside.
Okay, what you're talking about is like, I don't know, like Kinder Bueno or something. Like an Easter egg.
Kinder Bueno is a bit too soft for Nigeria.
Okay,
do you
yeah,
see what I mean?
Fair,
it's too soft for Nigeria.
What you mean is like, okay,
maybe agege bread actually is.
No, agege bread is not hot. This baby, you're upsetting me. You're upsetting me.
The point
you mean like creme brulee? I don't know why I would now say that as though that's
no. The point is just generally to
or
be
like
soft
Smarties, a hard shell and like a softer interior. That's what you mean. Kinder Bueno is actually the best. The egg.
Okay, yes, the egg.
Kinder Bueno, okay. The egg,
fine,
is actually where you're going. It's just that because of the drugs, you don't know where you don't know where you are.
I have a miracle to report.
Okay,
I got home safely yesterday.
Okay,
I was in Abuja. Okay. Now, getting there was no problem. Then I got to the airport and I saw a poster from Ibom Air telling all of us that, look, we too are experiencing first scarcity. I'm not joking. There's now aviation first scarcity as well. So,
sorry, is that saying that there will be delays? You guys might have to branch in the air.
They said there might be delays
in the.
You know when it basically says, anyway, let's look to God. That was
it's like gist. Anything you see, you have to take it like that. So nice.
I'm very happy.
How was your trip? I saw that you went to do she for she or all these.
No, actually, it wasn't. We actually didn't really talk about like International Women's Day as such. I thought
we said we both agreed here that somebody reminded me that Shebi Tovi said that you're not doing any panel. Do we not see Jolla on a panel? This is what I say.
To what I went for?
Who needs enemies when friends?
Do you want to listen to what I went for?
Okay, go ahead.
So the Center for Journalism has written a handbook on how other journalists across the country
Are you a journalist?
And in West Africa can report sexual crimes better.
Are you a journalist?
I'm not.
So what were you doing?
Only God knows.
But anyway, so that's that. What else happened on Wednesday? Good. I went for a meeting.
What meeting?
I went for a meeting off Allen Avenue in Ikeja. It was a work meeting. Now, let me tell you where I realized that like this bad bitch life that I say I want to live, I really have to rethink the whole thing.
Yeah, I've been thinking a lot of things.
Let me tell you why. Because I was looking good, I've got a new jumpsuit.
Oh,
phenomenal.
Send me a picture.
Bottega green. Phenomenal stuff. Now, I went for the meeting because I was going to drinks after. So, the whole day I just had to be looking good. Ask me why I found myself walking on the streets, walking on Allen Avenue.
What time was this?
Around 6 p.m., like a lady of the evening. Okay. Now, obviously, I was going to the meeting. The meeting was at 6. As at 5:50, I saw that the traffic ahead of me to turn.
Oh no,
could not. And then the street, it was off, but it was on the other side of the road. So I was just looking at the street. I'm in like 30 minutes traffic to turn around and go to this place. We drove past. I kept thinking, okay, but this is the road and this is the traffic. This is the road. They kept asking me, where are you? This one out. I just said, you know what, I'm together. And I got down. And when I got down, I realized, how could I do such a mistake? As I just got down to cross like this, one Okada first tried to end my life. I said, good. People were not shouting, fine girl, wait. They now, having said that, the ladies on the street, ladies selling, corn, akara, popcorn, they were hailing me. I love it. Oh, fine outfit. I said, that's right. So I could still maintain beauty, but experiencing deep sorrow.
This episode is brought to you by Flutterwave, who along with WizKid have launched Send, a new way to send money to people who matter to you everywhere. You can send and receive money from people in the US, the UK, the EU, South Africa, Ghana, Kenya, and lots more countries. You can receive money on Send using your barter account, mobile money, or your bank account. It really just depends on your location. To find out more, visit send.flutterwave.com to start sending and receive money across 29 countries. Okay, guys, back to the episode. Should we introduce our guest?
We should. Let her
always
let the guests
herself,
introduce
yes.
themselves.
Okay,
Madam, may we know you?
So I'm Kenny.
Okay.
I'm also a mechanic.
Good.
In Lagos.
So Kenny the mechanic.
Kenny
Yes.
the mechanic. Is that?
How long have you been a mechanic for?
6 years now.
Okay.
Wow.
Let me ask you a key question. Why did you get into such a chaotic industry?
So I just wanted to be a mechanic.
Really?
From when you were really little, or?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Do you know, I like people that follow through, because I had a lot of dreams when I was a
My
child.
dear, see the
And-
nonsense I wanted to do when I was small.
No, but like one of my things was I wanted to be an Okada rider. Do you know my parents have really suffered? I'm not joking.
As in your dream.
Yes, like when you
Like when you were young.
I never ever wrote the same thing twice when they say what do you want to be. Like, you know, in
You wanted
primary
to be
school,
an Okada.
I just felt that they were free. Like those guys, have you seen, like my dad has this thing he says about Okada riders that they ride like they have like they are living their normal life, but they have like photocopy at home. Yeah.
Later.
No, with them. So if anything should happen, it doesn't matter. Like they just bring out the photocopy of their life.
You
and
wanted to
continue
be
living.
an Okada.
I saw, do you know, particularly
I
on-
learn a lot about you on this podcast.
Particularly-
That's how someone addressed it with me. That's why last week we discovered that you studied geo what again?
I studied politics and
I
philosophy.
still don't believe that thing. Let me not lie to you. I went back to look into it. But when? What actually made you want to be a mechanic? I'm very curious.
Okay, so I liked using spanners and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my mom used to say if woman being had screws and both, I would have loosened up my twin sister and all of that. So I always get something fixed.
Were you always like unraveling things in your house?
Like what, like radios and
The generator.
The gen. Alakoba, the gen. You didn't start with the toys
Okay, so
inside
maybe
the house.
when I was younger, okay.
Yeah.
Toys.
But before we get into your career proper, let's help some people with their problems.
Yes.
Kenny, are you ready? I know you listen to the podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before we do that, go back and sit down, beg. Please pan to Michael Jackson.
And his assistant to
And
the
his-
two.
the
The two, both
second.
of them.
What's your name,
Pause,
sir?
just pause, it's good.
What's your name, sir?
Who is showing
what
you?
are we going
Okay.
to call you? Huh?
Okay.
What are we going to call this guy? I know what we're going to call him.
What?
Chelsea. This is like a half a Chelsea boots.
Okay.
Like half. He couldn't afford the remaining of the boots.
So we'll call him Che.
Yeah, just Che. Che. That's it. Now, please, if you can observe the fashion going on today, Michael Jackson believes that we're relatives. Look at this kente cloth that is wearing Charlie. Good afternoon. And of course, you people know this yellow shoe. He doesn't have many shoes like that anyway. This trouser is in you. This jeans.
No,
Very
he has worn
skinny,
it
I would
before.
say. Now, as for Che, who couldn't buy the rest of his Chelsea boots. I've never seen this kind of half suede
Never.
shoe in my life. But this
Forget
boy
the
is
shoe, the
obviously
trouser.
into fashion. See this trouser. Do you guys know that this is a high fashion look?
Are you surprised? Don't you know his relative?
This is a high
This
fashion.
is Temisa's
now,
brother.
yes.
So
That's a fashion family.
I'm sure in their family, their own
Did you
family.
take this trouser from his cupboard?
Is this Temisa's trouser?
Does he steal your clothes?
No.
Really?
I'm sure in their family, their own family meeting is, so what are we wearing?
Once everybody starts walking in, I'm sure your parents are just like,
What are we wearing this week?
So Michael Jackson has competition now.
Oh, yes.
Inside
he
the
does.
studio.
Okay, so this person's name is Baby Girl with Issues.
Good.
She says, hi, Jola and FK. Hi, listeners and viewers. I like a
Good.
well-rounded.
I
think she's Yoruba.
all protocols.
She's greeting everybody.
All protocols observed. I love that. This
said,
babe works in the church.
She says, I'm in a serious dilemma. I was dating this man, and after 6 months, I figured I couldn't continue because it just wasn't what I wanted anymore. He was about 19 years older than me.
Sorry?
It was long distance, and so we only met once. I told him I couldn't continue because I wasn't feeling the relationship anymore. Next thing, he says I should return the money he sent to me or he'll show my family members my nudes. And he gives me 1 month to pay back, saying I should have figured the relationship wasn't for me before collecting all the money. I mean, I did like him at some point, and we're even talking about marriage. I realized I couldn't much later, but yeah, that's my problem. Sorry, this is long. First of all, it's not long.
It's not long. Let me tell you something. tell him to broadcast the nudes. Yes. I said he must post it on everywhere possible.
Because what we've now entered is criminal terrain.
Let me tell you something. You are going to, I hope he's abroad. You say he doesn't. I hope he's the one that lives abroad because he's about to catch a lawsuit, and I love that. Tell him to post the nudes. Let's see. If he's the one abroad, my dear, don't even bother yourself.
Just screenshot all the threads.
Take everything. Take all the threads. Tell him, go for it. Should be your parents, they give birth to you, my dear. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Tell him. Me, at this stage in my life, somebody threatens my nude, my dear, first of all, release it. It's art. Do you get? I will gain more from the public nature of my nudes than you can. Tell him to post it. Let him go to jail. This is what I love. This is the solution. I'm yarning you. Trust me. That's the only way. Because if you give in to this kind of rubbish,
it doesn't stop there. What's going to stop him? What's going to stop him from?
You know, when you return the money, your needs are still with him.
Yep.
Good.
Every single picture, every single dirty text, every single mischief is still with him.
And the thing is, when people threaten things like that, what they're banking on is that you're so afraid that you say, tell him, no problem. This is my daddy's number.
He also knows you can't.
With him.
He also knows you can't pay the money back.
Yeah.
So he wants you to get to the point where you start negotiating with him. Yeah. It's not about your nudes or the money.
Yeah, it's about, he's angry.
He's angry with you.
Send him your mommy's number.
You also go back to the pictures and tell him the order you would like him to send them.
I would appreciate if you send this one first. This is my favorite. Or if you're posting it, this guy will post this one, even add this filter. Let the whole thing be, Or tell him that you help him do a reel.
Yes, of all the
then images. Choose the appropriate song.
You use that to be shanked. Now we they run this town.
Yeah. Or small ash they shake. You use small ash they shake. You do a reel. Then you put the nudes out. That's what I suggest. Tell him that you want him to do it as a reel or TikTok. That's the best. Let him put all the photographs. And
when you send him the message, you now send him a definition of revenge porn.
Yeah.
Then you also send him all the criminal codes, all the criminal
in Nigeria, in the country he's in. Mm-hmm. Send him your lawyer's phone number. Yes. Just do.
Then you now remind him of the power dynamic with him being 19 years old.
Good. Mention that it could appear. So you're threatening me with my nakedness. There's already a power imbalance. So go for it now. Let's see. Anyway, moving forward. So please tell us, if I want to become a mechanic,
what do I do? What did you do?
So I studied mechanical engineering.
Okay.
Okay, you're a colleague.
Yeah. Sure. Because I wanted to be
you're in the same department.
Okay, we're not, but go for it.
Engineering. Yeah.
So I studied mechanical engineering. I interned at a workshop when I was in 300 level. Then after school, I went to a workshop.
So a proper mechanic workshop. What were you doing there? Like, what were the tasks they were giving you?
Take off tires, change brake pads.
You can't. Have you ever changed your tire? What are you talking about?
Can you?
Well, you see, was involved, but I did it.
It's pretty easy.
I haven't done it. May I call somebody? I was crying. I'm stranded. My tire is gone. I need help.
Get me, please.
I said, is there nobody? No, I need you to come right now. Anyway, so were you the only woman or girl in the workshop?
So the first workshop I interned. So it's a female.
Oh, nice.
Workshop,
okay, that's cool. So everybody was
she for she.
No. So there's this lady mechanic.
Okay, I know the lady mechanic. Oh, nice.
Okay. So, but you have your own.
Yes.
But what did it take to get to that? Okay. Like, where did you start from? Like I said before, where did you come from?
I was at home on a particular day hearing radio. So a mechanic was talking about his job.
Okay.
So I called him and I told him I wanted to intern at the shop.
As in, you called the mechanic just randomly from the radio?
From radio. So I went to his workshop that day. It was like, so he told me he didn't have space and all of that. Apparently, he was scared. He has never trained a female mechanic before. So when I got there, he just told me to start. So I started that. I did that for like 3 months before NYSC.
Okay.
My plan was to come back and join the workshop. But my mom was like, okay, you have to go get a job. So I worked in telecoms for like 4 years. But while doing telecoms, I was always going back to the workshop. And while in telecoms, I just found my way back to the mechanic department. I was servicing trucks and all of that.
Okay, so they told you to go and sell recharge card.
Okay.
No, not the maintenance aspect of telecoms.
Okay,
so
like
I was servicing the
mast
generator.
Oh my God, how was that?
It was okay, but because I always have to be on the road. That's why I didn't like it.
Yeah, because I was about to say that mast workers, they send you up and down. Like
Yes.
one mass will have a problem here, and it's just by team.
Yeah.
Why I know this, I can't say. But you know.
Okay, so how many? Were you based in Lagos, or were they sending you all over?
So I was
the
in
country?
Lagos, and my sites were at Ikorodu, and it was the
I'm
deadliest,
so sorry. Ikorodu is the worst.
the worst.
It's like Lagos phase 10. It is just a different environment.
So I had we were 4 in our team, so we had about 20 something side that we visited every.
All of them in Ikorodu.
Yes. And so usually they rent an apartment for the team, but I didn't stay with them, so I was always coming from home to site and all that.
Man, Ikorodu is foul. For it to be going back and forth.
But and what's it like? So before we even get back to being a mechanic, what if they send you to a site in Ikorodu, a mast in Ikorodu? What are you going to meet there? I'm just asking because
it's very interesting. So for every site you go to, you must pay.
Sorry?
For every site you go to,
No, I want to clarify. Okay.
The area boys for every site.
Okay, they're the owner of the mast.
No, it's not their. It's their area.
Okay,
it's their land.
Good. I love that.
You have to pay them
to fix the mast.
So to supply diesel, you have to pay. To take a new generator there, you have to pay. You just have to pay.
And then apart from that, like, where are the masts in like a populated area, or are they far?
No, so they are. So Ikorodu should be another state.
I'm telling. Do you know?
Ikorodu is very big.
I've been saying this thing, and then people say I'm somehow. That is not Lagos.
Like inside bush.
Also, they are lawless. Anyway,
very lawless.
Very lawless people. Let me not lie to you, they don't have law there.
Family live in Ikorodu.
It is a lawless area. Even the law enforcement people, they are lawless.
Wow.
Every time I go to Ikorodu, I encounter a level of lawlessness I've never encountered before. I'm telling you, the place is a disaster.
Do you know the thing that makes me like that? I'm not laughing, but honestly, I've never seen Ikorodu in the news for anything.
Never.
I've never seen
disaster that's happening
No, honestly,
there.
I've never seen like even you know, like I feel like it's the one place where, you know, like Nigerian rappers, they'll say I'm from Bariga. Nobody has ever said I'm from Ikorodu, because like even them, they know that, but now we're taking it too far.
Yeah. Another species of people, apart from people from Ikorodu, who are not well. Truck drivers are not human beings.
You say truck drivers. You don't understand. Everybody.
Let me tell you, when you say you're walking among spirits.
No, Nigerians.
Those people are from the marine kingdom.
Honestly and truly, I feel like it's been just Nigerians in general. Let me tell you what happened to me a week ago. So I was on Awolowo Road. I had gone for an interview thing. And as I was coming back, that stretch, it was close to the petrol station. It was one of those small roads. So everywhere was blocked. We were all looking. Now, you know, Nigerians, they don't believe
that space can all be.
No. So it was like a 2-lane road, one way going, one way coming.
Yeah.
So the way going was blocked, but coming into that street was free. So one goat said, this road now. So he then decided to go that way. Now, as he was trying to move a car that was coming the right way, do you know that this guy was not telling the guy, move now, on the wrong side of the road? So the guy then turned off his engine. That one now vexed and turned off his engine. You know, all this while, I was enjoying the film. I was laughing. Me, I was thinking, hey, very good. But the rest of us are idiots and you are here. So the guy that was in the wrong keeps yelling, blah, 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 blah. This other guy now comes out of his car. Looks, so the guy who's in the wrong, his window is down. So that guy comes out of the car and tells him, waka. So that was the first one. Then he said it's in front of the windscreen. Then he walks around to the driver's side and uses his hand to push the guy to tell him waka again. And then he's about to leave. That guy, I think, was shocked at first.
Yeah.
Then he came back to himself. He now woke up. He now jumped out. Now I'm still enjoying the film. Keep in mind. The next thing,
still in traffic.
So they were like a step away from my car. The next thing, somebody kicked my car. The next thing, I saw myself outside holding fire extinguisher. You know when you now come back to yourself?
How did I get here?
Somebody was like, Madam, Esuru, they did not do anything to your car. And I was looking at myself from up. I said, Jola, you are a British citizen. You don't belong here. If you were in London, would this be your life? They can't telling me that, auntie, he's not up to that. He's not up to that now. So now people are looking at me on the road. I'm also looking at myself.
You are also part of the film.
Yes, and I was thinking that, but this is not normal because they actually were they were fighting in a way that meant that they hit my car several times. So I now came down and I realized that I was coming out without any form of weapon.
So your fire extinguisher.
Yes, and that is why now I've told my mobility driver to help me get koboko. To put in my car. Yes.
I have one in front of my car.
Yes, he said that. He told me, he said, Auntie, he's telling me Yoruba that I should never do that again. That what I need to do is koboko. I said, why koboko? He said, because that one you don't need to come down from your window. No, he said he said I don't need to come down.
You just knock their
from
head.
My window that he'll get the long one for me. I just
Let me tell you something. I've been trying to interview truck drivers, and this I know that I say none of them are human. Like they're actually not. First of all, the first guy I met, I'm 100% sure is from the Marine Kingdom. I'm yarning you. The way that guy was speaking, I said, this guy is the person that's going to bring everything down in this business. I know. Anyway, so you are working on trucks and stuff. How long did you now do that?
So I did that for about 2 years.
Okay.
And then when did you quit working with telecoms?
Last year.
For good, last year. And then what did you do after that?
I started my workshop.
So how do you now start?
So I don't have a space of my own now.
Okay.
But I'm still using so where I learned, the guy asked me to use a space.
So you can rent out of it
for
your own, or you're just using it?
I'm just using it.
Okay.
So what does he do there?
How does he work? Do you now share the money or how?
So how does
he has his own? He has his own customer. I have my own customer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's generous.
Let me ask, how do you now get customers?
Friends and family.
Okay.
Yeah. And DMs. Can you DM me?
Why did you DM me?
She was like, come, let me do your car for you.
Why did you DM me?
I said, let me bash it a bit more.
Your account is private, that's why.
It's not private.
It is. No, your Instagram account is private.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I don't do Twitter.
Yeah, your Instagram account is private. I told her, sorry, let me spoil it more.
Yeah.
Because she wants to do the work for free.
You are crazy.
So let me spoil it a little bit more.
I'm going to be coming to you now because I can chop. There's one guy that said he came to do electrical today. He brought one scanner. So I stood there. The guy first scanned the thing. He said, this battery is desolate. I said, first of all, you do the meaning of desolate. You can't say the battery is desolate.
What's that?
Once he said it, I looked at my driver. I said, Mr. Kola, Kemash, I told you not to bring people. Because the guy brought one big scanner. Next thing, this battery is desolate. I said, what does that even mean? How can you use that kind of... I said, please get out of my house. Get out.
My mechanic, until I moved to Kenny, he's very, very nice, but he's very dramatic. So the last issue we had was with my brake. So he called, that's not what I sent the car for. I sent the car for normal servicing. Then he called me. He said, you're 2 trips away from brake failure. I said, Mr. Shion, good afternoon. Good afternoon. How is your family? How's everything? He said, 2 trips. 2 trips. I said, okay. He said, anyway, I did not even bother to ask you. I've changed it and we'll bring it back to you tomorrow. I said, Mr. Shion, how much is that? He called the phone. I said, okay, very good. Or if I call Mr. Shion about my car and I say, if the mistake I always used to make is instead of him to come and check, I will start trying to describe
the problem.
Then he will start speaking in tongues. Oh, ha, hey, as if Mr. Shion, the car is making this noise. Is it a woo or woo? Is it high or is it low? I'll say, it's like low. Say,
then people now start saying to me, oh, did I check the engine level, the water? Of course I didn't check. What are you asking me? Foolish questions. It's okay if I open the bonnet, can I see? I said, bro.
But why doesn't your team members, colleagues, you people don't fear God?
I have one question I'm asking for the people.
Okay.
Why is that when you send your mechanic with 1, they always come back with 35 problems?
And because your car has the problems.
No, my AC was not working. Now, you fixed the car the last time. The AC stopped working. When you now bring the car back, madam, fan belt, TT law, your brake pad, the alignment, the wheel balance. Excuse me.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you about people buying, because I imagine as a mechanic you have some information. Let's say I want to buy a car. Most Nigerians buy second-hand cars. We can't afford. Yeah. What are like 3 main things you say, particularly because even as a woman, people are always trying to bamboozle you. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes.
Like when as a woman, if you go to a mechanic, if you want to buy a car, people just treat you like you're stupid, or because they know you may not have as much information.
Don't know what's going
they're
on.
always trying to like just get one over on you and give you nonsense advice to move a product. What are like 3 things you think people should check? Just women, just general information that look, you don't know anything about cars, but you know you need a car,
and
you're probably going to buy a second-hand car. What are the things that you should care about if you're going to be driving in Nigeria, just generally?
Okay, so before you buy a used car, the first thing you need to check the body parts if there's rust, because when they sell you a rusted car, you
but
constantly have problems.
How do you check that? If they sprayed the car or something, for example.
So by the time you open the doors, the inches in between, you'd see all of that there.
So it will look rusted in between the hinges, even if they've sprayed the parts.
Yes.
So that's the first thing. Another thing.
Okay, the mileage of the car. So for example, if you are buying a 2010 car and you're checking the mileage, and the mileage is like 60,000, that's a lie. They've done something on it.
Okay.
So for a car that has been made since 2010, should be almost 100 to 200 mileage.
Having said what you just said now, the Corolla in my house 03, it's like 80 something. So probably not correct.
Okay, so that's one thing.
Was it brand new? Was it bought brand new?
I can't say anything I know about the car.
So usually they used to tamper with the mileage.
With the mileage.
Yes, before selling.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll say, can the mileage motor?
Good.
No, you can check it yourself.
No, you can check the mileage, but I want to touch something.
What will I need to feel like
open. You know what I want to do?
Okay, you can check the gauge for the oil. Check the oil level.
Where is the oil level? Sorry.
So you see the gauge.
They don't think you
pull. Then you check the level. Okay, that's that long thing. Good.
You can remove it and just
Okay, good. I'm gonna start doing that from now on. Okay. What else again?
What else can we do?
There's something they always say about the water. They always say about the water.
The coolants
are good. Fantastic. Coolant.
You can also check
I'm going to start saying now, when I get back downstairs now, the coolant.
You could just ask about the catalyst. So just like give them, what's wrong with the catalyst? Hope it's still there, so they'll feel as if you know something about it.
I love that, the catalyst.
You just like coolant. When you want to buy the car, you ask about the catalyst. Okay, hope the catalyst is still in the car and all of that.
What's catalyst?
So the catalyst is supposed to be for the environment, so it controls the level of emission getting into the environment.
Good.
And they also increase the fuel efficiency of the car and all of that.
Absolutely.
So we have some mad cousins, like my mechanics are mad.
Yeah.
So they used to remove the catalyst.
Right. I see.
Oh, to say, okay, trucks. You see a lot of trucks.
They don't have catalyst because
they are polluting out of the car.
They do not.
They are polluting.
Have you ever?
Okay, go ahead.
Have you ever had any like crazy experience that like when you got home you were telling your sister like, hey?
I've had though. Okay, so there was a particular. So then I was still working, and I was still working my 9 to 5 job. So I got a job from one other guy that I was working in his office.
Okay.
So while fixing the car, something else happened. Like I spent all my money at that time, 300k, fixing the man's car. After fixing, he didn't pay me.
I don't understand.
So
did you not release the car?
So I have a problem with giving people car without paying money. I think it's a problem. I need to stop.
So you release the car?
Like I should feel people are nice that they'll pay my money.
That's where you need to. If not me, I go just drive the car.
I still have people that
still owe you money, and they're driving their car sweetly up and down. If I remove the catalyst,
I know.
that's what you'd have done.